shoot. Camera did that thingy again and it just shut off. Oh well, you didn't miss anything interesting, I promise. It's loud enough. Alright, this looks like pretty well. I didn't waste lots of the can. Once again, remember, use scissors that are dull if you dare to do what I'm doing. Also, please wear gloves. I'm only not wearing gloves because, well, I'm not. Oh, this sheet came out nice. Could probably use 4 or 5 cans to make a bayonet out of this stuff. It does have a reflective surface though, so I wonder what else I could use this for. I'm probably gonna coat a can in a can eventually. It's gonna go awful, but I think I'm gonna do that. Just because of the ridiculousness of putting a can on top of another can. Alright, nice, smooth. Damn it. I curved the edge. I used to cut straight papers, and now I'm cutting curving metals. There's my scrap box. I'm gonna have to toss this soon. There, it's not all that bad. I suppose. The whole point of this is to get it straight, so I'm gonna try and just make it straight. Also, I just had my snack. It was just some seaweed. That was about it. It just ran out of seaweed. Who am I kidding? I had seaweed and that was it. Just seaweed, nothing else. I could always try and get more practice about not poking myself on this. Now, isn't that just a nice swirl? Look at that. That's a nice swirl right there. Hold on. Nice swirl. So I know what I'm doing tomorrow. This actually gives it a chance at being something. I mean, it's not going to be something too interesting, but I mean it's going to exist as something. I'm going to put this over there with the successes. Well, a success, which seems to have gotten crushed or lost. Yeah, it's lost, and it's probably crushed. Alright, so I have access to this thing. Now what do I do? Well, I've got two choices right now. Right now, this is the perfect time to attempt to make strings. But right now, it's also the perfect time to make another model of the bayonet. Which, by the way, didn't even last a day. It split apart. I needed better glue and tape and all that. So once again, if you want to flatten it, gently rub it there, just on some sort of surface. And then slowly but surely, so long as you're getting every part, it will start to straighten out. Oh, sick. That is a nice flat sheet of metal. I'm very proud of myself right now. I destroyed a can and made it into something else. That's not something every person says. Mainly because not everyone's me. Oh, shoot, that hurt. Don't try and pick off small pieces with your hand. It will hurt. You'll either pinch your finger or maybe that thing got stabbed into me. So I guess what I'll do is I'll make some strips. Right, this is some nice string, I suppose. It at least doesn't suck. This is my best run yet at making string out of cans. So long as I can weed out all the imperfections, I should be able to make this a decently durable thing. I mean, it still might suck. I haven't calculated how many newtons of force 6 atmospheres is, so it might actually still suck. But this is at least fun. What should I tie? I'll just do like my little signature knot, which is through the hole, up, around, and in. Just hey, it doesn't suck. Alrighty, and now I'm gonna do that knot, but twice to make a joint. Up and down. Go in. I don't know if I should make a ball bearing right now or not. I probably shouldn't. It's pretty loud to make one of those. Alright, I'm just gonna make a little more string, and then I'll have what I've wanted since day one. Well, not day one, but it's been a decent amount of time. And then I'm gonna hang it here, and then my sister will know what I've been up to, whether she wants to or not. Because, well, we're sharing this. She has a TikTok, and if there are like 25 likes on something, a very low number, but she does have like 7 followers. So that would require other people to say, hey, yeah, I'll be role playing as Dobby from Lord of the Rings or something. Oh wait, no, she said it wasn't Dobby from Lord of the Rings. Dobby from something. I don't know any other Dobbies. There, I'd say these are currently the most perfect strings yet. Well, I guess that is just progression. You get better and better at something the more you do it. So you'll probably look at this and think this was the whole can. Which, of course, as you all know, this wasn't even the whole can. But with this length, I'm pretty sure she's just gonna believe it was the whole can that I just cut up and did this too. Am I gonna get this to reach the floor? Well, if I did really want to get it to reach the floor, I could always make it reach the floor. But that's not my goal right now. Whoops. Alright, I'm almost done with this. Just one more set. Damn it! I forgot. Oh great, how do I put this back in? Right, like that. Yeah, make sure you knot both of them around each other, otherwise it's not going to work if you just knot one of them. What the? No, don't scrunch up. Okay, so it's a little bit harder to work with than regular string, but it's definitely workable, and it's gonna be annoying as hell to my teachers if I ever do decide to make a lot of this. So now, instead of being hard to produce, a hassle to produce, and of course, well, pretty poor quality, if you ask me, it is now easier to produce, better quality, and I forgot what the other thing was, but I'm pretty sure it was better too. also make a bell out of this thing. Let me just tie that up right there. Oh, well, I guess I should have seen that one coming. Do I have any tape left? No, I don't. But I do have a rubber band I could possibly use. Okay. I'm hanging this up on that ring post. I'm pretty sure no one knows how I'm going to use a rubber band to strap it on to that. Like right there. That ring. But trust me when I say it is going to work, because I at least sort of know what I'm doing. Oh god, my phone's getting really hot right now. That is not a good thing. Lithium batteries don't like getting hot. Okay, it's not worryingly hot. It's just hot right now. And there we go. I have fastened it on. It is now secure, and I can begin turning it into a bell. Because that's now what I'm doing. Don't do it. My hand's on the other side, so don't do it like me. At least it is beyond preferable that you do not do it like me. I'm just being careless. I prefer if anyone who watches this doesn't hurt their hand. If they decide to do this. I agree. We still had some water in this thing. Where are my cleanup issues? Thank you. Clean up on aisle 7 and 6. Alright, it's now a bottomless thing. Now I could probably make this work. It's not going to be the best thing ever. Okay, first I'm going to need a very thin strip. Okay, maybe a little bit too thin. This section's a little too wide. So this right here, it's just going to hold on to it. Also, what do you know? This is like the perfect height for working on. Get couldn't have been more convenient. It's just like, well, I guess it wasn't too securely fastened on, but it was fastened on nonetheless. It's fastened on to a point of where, hey, this isn't gonna get too annoying now, is it? Alright. I now have to wrap this around again and again and up and pull. I call it my signature knot because I use it so much. Right there. Now I have a string going onto the inside. Oh, I realize now I'm going to have a problem, aren't I? Because I did that right now instead of waiting for later. Dang it. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to want to wear gloves. Though the general consensus is aluminum. You can shove that stuff into like smaller spaces than it really should be in. So crush it. I'm gonna go get some weaker aluminum though, since this is pretty durable in comparison to cooking aluminum. So I'll be right back. Camera, don't you dare turn off on me while I'm gone. I know, that was a very short movie. I'm trying to shut that thing off. So, I ended up starting this whole metal ball thing in school. I just wanted to have a little marble to mess around with. And then it came to these little finger suffocating spinner things that were real fun. I would, you know what? I'll tell you how to make a finger suffocating fun thing. Don't worry, it's not as torturous as you would think. It's really fun too. I tried using it to train my mind to look at real fast things, but really it only trained my mind to remember timings and have fun with aluminum balls. So the general idea is, dang it, hopefully I can undo this. Oh wait, that is good. I can just take it out. But then I have to make sure the ball's small enough to fit into that. Ow. Tiny pieces of aluminum. So generally, you'll want to rip this into a few pieces. Just go with whatever you really feel like. you're going to want to get the biggest piece. Roll that up as randomly as possible. You see this? This is a aluminum ball. Now's the part where you'd want to get gloves or start smashing it with a glue stick. I am going to use gloves, but you can always just use the head of a glue stick. It works fine. That's how I built them all. Oh wait, it's actually pretty quiet now that I'm not doing it on a table. I did it on a table specifically to annoy the people that would get annoyed by it, which just so happened to be my bully. Luckily, he's no longer my bully because I actually fought him back and he almost lost his glasses. Watch your fingers. You know what? Yeah, this is why I did it on the table. You won't believe what my sister said when I got back home from after making one of these things. Are you going to put that in the microwave? It was such a passive comment, but it caught me off guard. No. Never put metal in the microwave. It's reflective, and it's going to reflect the microwaves. Which, by the way, the wavelength apparently is 6 to 7 inches. Doesn't sound so micro to me. Then again, I know literally nothing about waves other than microwave waves are 6 to 7 inches. Okay, I know other things about it, but as of right now, that's one of the biggest things. So as you see, it is this size. No, it shouldn't be this size. Keep smashing it for a very long time. You really need to add a lot of force into this. Maybe I can... Hopefully this doesn't tear up the thing. Nope, that works. That works. So grabbing a pair of pliers should help you condense this orb. Alright. It's starting to feel pretty compact now. But it's flat, which is a no good. So, see this? This is it. It's very thin, like the size of a dime. It should be pretty hard to move. That's the whole thing. I wanted to make a shirt out of this. Well, not a shirt, but like an outer shirt. Like a piece of armor from a video game, only very shiny. My mom probably wouldn't let me, so I decided against it. That's sort of been one of the things that I sent around, like, will I ever make a shirt out of this? And then I decided, you know what, that's gonna take way too much work, and my mother probably won't allow it. So no, I'm not going to spend time doing that. So about now, before you close it, place it in, place it over, and tie the knot. But wait, because this isn't it. This isn't the only thing that you have to do. Oh shoot, don't mess up, please don't mess up. Please. dang it. Okay, that seems good enough. So I'm going to have to wrap this around like this. Just wrap it in, tie it in the knot, close this, deform it some more, try and make it be cylindrical at least. At the very least, I want it to be cylindrical. So there we go. It looks cylindrical now. As you remember, you have other pieces. So what you're going to do with these is you're going to lightly crumble them. Yes, the crumbling is necessary, or at least I'm pretty sure it helps. And then squish it around it. And the same thing as before, you want to compact it as much as possible. One, because, well, it helps it not just absorb all of the energy because of, you know, the crumbling effect. That's actually used in cars to save lives. Also, fun fact, there was a period where death by car was, and now I'm not talking about, like, prehistoric when cars didn't exist. There was a period, I think, 60s, when deaths by car were really low because all the cars were like, here are the wheels, here's the engine, and here's the roof. Engine, wheels, well, and then hood. And then there would just be this tiny little bumper. So when people would get run over by cars, it would just break their legs. And they would mostly just roll onto the car. Alright, so feel free to put as many layers as you would like on these. I think this might actually be a little too much. It might not end up fitting. I need to get my needle nose pliers back from my sister before she loses them. I have no clue if this bell's even gonna work. Well, I can always just hope. Hope something that tends to be hard to take away from people. At least most people. Move that a little. Alright. Going to attempt to close that. There, I mean, it doesn't suck, but it could have probably been better. Pretty good for a first draft, I guess. Now to see if this thing actually ring-a-dings. It does. And now, I have a can, but it's a bell. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. But, oh well. This went swell.